Well, Rory Calhoun, the neighbor, cleaned this place because, I don't know, it's got new lights and lighting controls. There's a tile floor. Who knew? So, this door had been left open for several weeks, all night long, with the lights turned on. No sign of false triggering. I would have probably seen it from my office. We have our PIR sensor installed, and it cuts across the doorway and should have lines of field of view all the way down to the end. We're going to test that today. It's our final test. We have our new luminaires in the back, and of course we have our microwave sensor to latch this system up should anybody get more than a couple of steps into the room. Now the idea is we had a problem with this little area, so I am going to shut off all of the lighting in the space and see if that PIR sensor is going to effectively see me all the way down here. Now this sensor has a little winky light on it known as a visual status indicator, and so if I shut the lighting out in the room, I should be able to see it all the way down on the far end, hopefully, and it will indicate that it's seeing my motion. Here are the controls. We have a latching relay here, power pack here, class 2 wiring here. Here is our bypass in case the controls fail so that the lighting just stays on all the time. This did indeed come loose, so I'm going to hot glue it back to its box. And the labels were kind of a curiosity because I couldn't quite figure out what to label it. I thought about auto and on, but people might be tempted to leave it in on, so I finally hit on normal and bypass because that's what it's doing, and I thought people might have more of a propensity to actually leave the switch in normal, which is where we want it. So let's check that PIR sensor. So kind of difficult to see, but if I sway back and forth, I can see the visual status indicator indicating that it is seeing me, and so that is just fine. There it is. So we have coverage down to this area. That's basically the last thing to be checked here. Other than that, the entire system was left on with the lights on and the door open for several weeks, and as I can see it from my office, I was happy to see there was no false triggering and none of the lights came on without somebody entering the space. So end of story, and thank you for your patience.